one of the things you were talking about is how can they establish the run.
Mhm.
They might not be able to establish it the way they want to without Debo. Um, I think it is a big factor losing Debo. He's the best player on the field right now in games on both sides of the ball. No matter who's on the field, he's usually just been the best player at all times.
Agree.
So you take that guy off the field, it definitely changes things. Um,
Mhm.
I think in this game, they need to get creative more so with, like, I would say, original West Coast offense in terms of getting the running backs out of the backfield on passing plays to supplement the run game. Instead of just bulldozing into walls all the time, they have backs like Elijah Mitchell, who I think earlier in the year, even before the season started, I got to attend that little, training camp thing they did at Santa Clara. And when they did it, one of the things was watching Elijah in his pass drills. Um, and I didn't understand, I didn't know he was that good in terms of his like crispness on his route running.
Mhm.
Like the dude looked like a seasoned vet coming out of the backfield.
In the one-on-one
Um,
drills? Yeah.
so I think, yeah, in the one-on-ones, man, he was
Mhm.
roasting. I think he roasted, man, I want to say it was Greenlaw, and then I think he burned somebody else, and it wasn't even close. Like the separation was, I mean, it was glaring. So I think in this game, I think we can see them use Jeff and Elijah Mitchell a lot more with short passing plays out of the
Mm,
backfield.
that's
Um,
clever. I like that.
you know,
Yeah.
Seattle's running backs, I mean, Seattle's linebackers, Bobby Wagner is really good, disciplined linebacker. The other kid, Brooks, is really good. But with speed, especially Elijah's speed, I think his difference in the pass game hopefully will be he'll get more involved in this game. I think there'll be more touches to go around now. Also for Jeff Wilson. They overused him in that game where he came back recently from the injury. I think they ran him like 22 times. And like for me, I was like, damn, Jeff just came back. I don't think that was the greatest idea, and it seemed like last week they made a concerted effort to not even really use him. Really,
I just don't see any juice with Jeff Wilson Jr. If they could get something from JaMychal Hasty, that would be great because he's got. I mean, when he's healthy, he's got a little juice.
I mean, the thing was though, is when we did play with Jeff, I don't think Jeff's game's ever really just fully been built on speed. Yeah, he's got decent speed, but Jeff is the type of running back where even in that game where he wasn't averaging a lot of yards, it's his physical. He imposes his physicality for the offense. And I feel like that's why what Elijah Mitchell is doing right now is so much more impressive. Um, because I would say before Elijah Mitchell, Jeff was probably the only back I felt like that we had who at least established a physical presence. And Elijah's pretty special, man. To be able to also do what he was doing last week, where it was like, damn, every play where I thought he wasn't going to get anything, I mean, the dude was still pushing for 3 and 4 yards. And I haven't seen a back who's not overly big in a long time be able to do that. The last running back, I think, for us, the 49ers, who figured out how to get small and get through places, was Frank. And I'm no way comparing it at all. I'm just saying when you see a back who's not the biggest in stature, but still finds a way to get through and push for yards, Elijah's been really impressive. So let's see if they can get them involved a lot more in the pass game in this game instead of just, because they're going to have to get creative. We know we've seen the different fronts that Pete Carroll throws at us, and they're always a well-coached team, man. I mean, they're always going to be competitive. Russ is still Russ, even though he's not the greatest. He still can do stupid stuff like he did against Washington on that last drive. So let's see how it goes.
Good call, Raymond. Great to hear from you.
All right, man. Yep.
All right, just a sec. Carlos says Seattle Seahawks, Seattle Sounders, Seattle Kraken, Seattle Mariners, or even Seattle Supersonics, Niners by 10. Let's go, faithful. Thank you, Carlos. Please shout Seahawks suck inside the stadium. Man, I'm not a fan. They suck, but they don't need me to tell them. They already know. Grant. Thank you for doing what you do. I watch you every day. My new ritual after work. Die hard Niner fan now in Montana. Thank you, Dave. That's very nice of you.